Hello everyone, and welcome to Hyperanalyzing LCS, the series where I discuss the biggest moments from the LCS and give attention to the tiniest details that can decide the outcome of a game. This week I will look at some plays from the 2022 LCS Summer Split Finals weekend. 100 Thieves won this big fight in Game 2 against Evil Geniuses.
He's just playing bodyguard in the jungle, so Impact can't find a flanking angle. And now it is 100 Thieves pulling the dragon here. EG are looking.
Inspired's ready, and he goes after Abadaga. Impact's going to be held up here on the side as JoJo goes in, and they look for FBI. They've already got him. Vulcan's going to be focused. Closer gets one back. Sunday still looking to grab some damage. It's now Closer wants to get away. The soldiers go in. The shuffle comes through. They don't hit the skill shot, but they still get the damage. Sunday's in hot pursuit. The heals are coming out. Impact survives. Cowrie tries to kite. Triple kill. Sunday!
EG looked to fight 100 Thieves over the dragon, but they struggled to find a good time to start the fight, with Someday keeping Impact away from any good flanks. Impact eventually dashes over a wall to engage with the rest of EG, but Closer jumps onto Impact at the same time Inspired flashes onto Abadaga. Inspired's heroic charge does not connect with the wall, so Abadaga is not stunned, and even with Vulcan flashing to polymorph Abadaga, the final chapter from Huhi stops EG from chasing further. JoJo uses the blast cone to get into the dragon pit and in position to dive the enemy backline. He uses the first part of perfect execution on FBI, who flashes to get away from JoJo, but ends up completely isolated from the rest of his team, and EG take him down for the first kill. Inspired uses Keeper's Verdict to knock Closer away, but this actually allows Closer to flash onto Vulcan, and Someday dives in to finish the kill. The exhaust from Huhi stops JoJo from getting much damage onto Closer as the rest of EG push back into the river. With EG stepping toward Closer, there is no threat on Abadaga, who dives forward to hit 2 with Emperor's Divide. JoJo manages to flash to the side to dodge the Azir ult, but Impact and Inspired are brought very low, and Someday is in position to chase them down and get kills. JoJo turns his attention to Someday to help his teammates survive, but JoJo can only hit Someday while Someday's riposte makes him immune to damage. Closer then jumps onto JoJo, knocking him up with 3 Talon Strike, and Abadaga moves his Sand Soldiers forward to finish off the enemy mid laner. Inspired is able to sidestep the riposte damage from Someday, but Someday flashes forward to finish off Inspired for his second kill of the fight. Between the healing from his Vitals, Divine Sunderer, and a last second heal from Huhi's Yuumi, Someday survives long enough to bring Impact to a sliver of health before popping his stopwatch. Impact critically mistimes his Q, which lands while Someday is still in stasis, and his Infernal Chains barely don't do enough damage to get the kill. This gives enough of an opening for Someday to dash forward and get the last hit onto Impact to pick up the triple kill. Meanwhile, in the river, Cowrie is still looking to carry this fight, having built up overcharge stacks throughout the fight, but Abadaga does a good job staying away from Cowrie until Shifting Sands comes off cooldown and he is able to dash forward and move his soldiers onto Cowrie, claiming the final kill and the ace for 100 Thieves. After a bloodless beginning to Game 5, 100 Thieves aced EG in this dragon fight.
Turret is gone now. EG are starting up the Drake. They've got the aggro. Charm lands on Abadaga, and now they're ready to try to go. Impact eats a little bit of damage. Auto attacks flying out from FBI. The Drake is half HP. 100 Thieves have control over the pit, and Someday could teleport into the fight. There's the TP onto the control ward. Gangplank ulti lands. JoJo misses Charm. Drake's at 2,000. JoJo goes in. JoJo looks for Huhi, but he won't be able to find him. 100 Thieves, they try to fight back, but Someday is ejected. Abadaga with a massive swoop. It's 2 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1. 100 Thieves destroy Evil Geniuses!
As both teams position for a fight in the river, JoJo lands a great charm onto Abadaga, which he chains into a root with Everfrost. However, as Vulcan attempts to continue the CC chain, he flashes forward onto the silencing zone from Huhi's Soraka, which stops him from locking down Abadaga with a polymorph. Impact loses nearly half of his health in the front line while Abadaga gets back to safety. EG then disengages and 100 Thieves start up the dragon. JoJo tries to flash for another charm onto Abadaga, but Abadaga reacts in time and flashes to dodge it. Impact's Cannon Barrage does a lot of damage to Huhi, and JoJo pops Spirit Rush to try and finish him off, but Huhi survives thanks to his Summoner spell heal and a heal from his Ultimate Wish. JoJo uses the last charge of Spirit Rush to back up to the rest of his team. Someday gets ejected from the fight by Inspired's Keeper's Verdict, but JoJo still uses his stopwatch even though he is no longer under much threat. Abadaga then dashes forward and hits a big Emperor's Divide that knocks back 2 and forces Cowrie to flash away. Closer smites the dragon for health, then chomps Inspired for the first kill of the fight as Impact trades a kill back, taking down Abadaga. However, Someday is now able to rejoin the fight with a pretty good flank angle and tears through EG with Needlework as FBI is allowed to charge forward into the EG backline, and 100 Thieves pick up 3 more kills. Huhi smartly stays very far back with his low health, and the rest of EG are able to turn onto Vulcan and get a big ace early in Game 5. In Game 2 of the finals, Cloud9 started a comeback with this big play.
It will not be able to be picked up by Cloud9, so still, you do get the gold and the experience, and you deny it from 100 Thieves.
Berserker trying to take things into his own hands here. Blabber over the wall.
Hard engage, his FBI already dead. Cloud9 want back in, will it happen though? Blabber should have the save revive, he jumps in. Yumi on the wings.
Gonna time out soon?
Yeah, they're gonna try to time it out. Abadaga wants to kill him back, but the heals are back in. Dives in for more. Hui kills off Jensen. Is the re-engage enough though? As Someday is low, he flashes, but he still drops. And Cloud9 are fighting back.
16 minutes into this game, 100 Thieves have a 2k gold lead, but Cloud9 have vision control in the bottom jungle as the second dragon is about to spawn. Blabber steals the red buff and in doing so puts himself in the perfect spot in the enemy jungle where Cloud9 does not have vision of him, but many wards give 100 Thieves vision of everyone on C9. FBI walks against the wall of the red buff pit, prompting Blabber to hop through the wall as Sven casts Prowling Projectile. Blabber hits FBI with Cyclone and they kill him before he even has time to react to the play. Blabber knocks up 2 with the second charge of Cyclone, which lets Jensen easily land a double bomb stun onto Closer. Closer is barely able to get away as Blabber falls incredibly low in the middle of the C9 team, but Jensen's Chrono Shift will revive him and 100 Thieves want to wait that out. Blabber actually gets a big heal from Divine Sunderer by hitting Sunday, and that prevents him from falling to Abadaga's next auto attack, allowing 100 Thieves to wait out the Chrono Shift. Sunday dives onto Jensen and quickly takes him down with help from Huhi, but this leaves Abadaga as the only one left to finish off Blabber. As Chrono Shift times out, Blabber gets a heal from Sven's Yumi, and when Abadaga dashes forward, Blabber critically sidesteps the chain. After killing Jensen, Sunday turns his attention to Berserker but quickly becomes surrounded by 100 Thieves and cannot escape. Blabber is also able to use Sunday's aggressiveness to escape, using Nimbus Strike to dash to Sunday and get away from Abadaga's Chain Lash before sneaking away with his clone. Closer lines up a potential 4-man knockup, but this ends up hitting nobody as Fudge steps into the river to dodge it, Berserker flashes away, Sven attaches to Berserker, and the Wukong there is just a clone. Since Closer is already low on health when he goes for this play, Berserker easily takes him down. Now with a big numbers advantage, C9 turn back into the river. Sven gives Blabber another heal, allowing him to survive the next burst from Abadaga, and Fudge using Leap Strike to Abadaga causes Fudge to block the next chain, saving Blabber's life. After making the big engage to pick off FBI, Blabber survives through the rest of this fight, and Cloud9 start the comeback, winning this teamfight 4-1 and claiming the dragon. Cloud9 won this fight in Game 3 to close out the 3-0 sweep in the finals.
And you split back and forth while the Cloud9 a repeat winner, looking for their 4th title, the 3rd in as many years. Now the engage is on to Sunday, buys a 2nd, and that's all he'll get. They trade back, Berserker's on to the Nexus Towers, cannot kill FBI, he's low, he's not quite dead, and the Hellfire remains. A triple kill for a man true to his name. They will knock down the towers, and it's FBI left alone as he will watch his base die. Cloud9 find a rookie 80 carry out of Korea, and he will do everything to uplift his team.
With a big gold lead already, Cloud9 pushes into the mid lane inhib turret when Blabber makes the call to engage, using his clone to get over the wall and knocking up Sunday with Cyclone before Sunday uses Riposte. Berserker runs into the base with On the Hunt and Ghost activated and quickly takes down Sunday for the first kill. From here, the rest of the fight revolves around Berserker, who runs and even flashes past the rest of 100 Thieves to chase away FBI and even gets knocked up by Huhi in range of one of the Nexus turrets. Berserker is not able to finish the kill on FBI, but he is able to survive the hits from the Nexus turrets and kite back to take down Closer before barely sidestepping Seismic Shove. Abadaga attempts to flash away when Fudge jumps forward, but Fudge pulls him back with the Gnar ult, allowing Berserker's final attack against Huhi to ricochet onto Abadaga, claiming 2 kills with a single attack. While he does this, Berserker does have the bonus health from Wild Growth and somehow gets just enough healing from Sven's Summoner Spell Heal, the Ocean Soul, and his Legend Bloodline rune to get away from the Nexus turrets with hardly any health left. Then he manages to pick up 3 kills while that sliver of health gets even smaller, but the Ocean Soul does enough to keep him alive even through Huhi's Ignite. For Jensen, of course, this was completely calculated as he did not expend his Chrono Shift or his own Summoner Heal to help Berserker out. FBI then comes back off the fountain and the rest of C9 let Berserker deal with him 1v1 until Sven uses Glitter Lanes to claim the last hit, stealing the pentakill. But with the ace, Cloud9 took down the Nexus to win the LCS Finals with a 3-0 sweep. Thank you for watching Hyperanalyzing LCS, and congratulations to Cloud9 on becoming the 2022 LCS Summer Split Champions.